The Vice President of India has resigned, and I, Hazel, a gem of a feline, have a chance at becoming the next Vice President of India. I tick 3 of the 4 boxes of requirements. I wonder which one you don't tick. It's complicated. Alright, did you know I was there when our PM met the PM of UK? What exactly were you doing there? I was promoting the idea of FTO, Feline Trade Organization. Oh, that. Well, you do you, but we should get right into today's episode. Remember, it's never too late to have a feline vice president. If luck works, I could even be the prime minister. I'm close friends with the current one. If you wondered which requirement Hazel did not take, then let me kind of help you. To be the Vice President of India, one has to be, first of all, a citizen of India, and they have to have a minimum age of 35 years. They should also be qualified to be elected as a member of Rajya Sabha, and they should not hold any office of profit under union government, state government, or any local or public authority. I am unemployed. I don't get any profit. This YouTube stuff, oh please, it's nothing. Second of all, I am a citizen of India, and nowhere does the requirement say that the vice president should be human. It says it should be a citizen, and I am one. I'm also qualified to be elected in Rajya Sabha. But Hazel here is a cat, and cats don't age like humans do. So it's kind of hard to figure out how we will fit the 35-year criteria. Even if, let's say, Hazel was 5 years old, that's like 36 in human years. But let's be honest, Constitution is not going to sit down and calculate cat age in human years. Guys, please, can we tweak my age and, just assume I'm 35 in human years and that's it? I become the vice president. Please. Wait right there, Hazel. You should know that just becoming the vice president isn't enough. You need to take an oath as well as perform certain functions. Here, let me take my oath. I, Hazel the cat, swear to bear true faith and allegations. Hazel, it's allegiance, not allegations. Bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India and faithfully discharge the duties of my office. Well, that's not the exact words, but close enough. Enough to demonstrate my capabilities. What about other responsibilities? As the Vice President, you are also the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Now, members of Rajya Sabha, calm down. I said calm down. Alright. The topic of today's debate is should cats get Aadhaar in India? Well, you can't just invent topics and force them into debate, Hazel. Your functions are similar to the Speaker of Lok Sabha. That means keeping the order of the House. I'm good at keeping order. And take discussions on bills. Boring. On top of all of that, you get to be the vice president for only 5 years. Unless, you resign before your term, or maybe die, or you are removed through a resolution passed by members of Rajya Sabha with Lok Sabha's agreement. The last one could just happen given your attitude. So you are telling me that because I speak my mind, I will be thrown out? See, you humans hate it when cats speak facts. I said facts. Okay, let's chill a bit there now, cool down. I heard I can be the president if the one who is president is ill or, or is impeached or they resign. Well, yes, you can be, but that lasts for only 6 months until a new president takes over. Please tell me something that's worth this position. Well, as the chairman of Rajya Sabha, you do get paid around 4 lakhs per month. You are entitled to daily allowance, a free and well-furnished residence, medical, travel, and certain other facilities. Plus, you get to be as the president, and while you are as the president, you get paid as the president. Might be only for 6 months, but that's a huge deal. Now that's what I'm talking about. Let's be honest. You're not going to end up being the vice president. This is exactly why I need my own country with my money and my rules. Sure, we'll see. Yes, you will. You will. Very soon. Very, very soon. Okay, you're always thinking about big, dangerous ambitions. How about you tell something personal? You're a cat, and cats are known to hate water. But have you ever taken a bath? A bath? Please. I've climbed up a rocky cliff and jumped from there straight into the water. Does that count? Where did this happen? Niagara Falls? No, unfortunately, because I'm not the vice president or employed, and you're cheap. I cannot afford to travel to see Niagara Falls, but I did have my luck at going to the Saga Falls in Goa. Very offensive that you called me cheap, but moving on. Did you know Sagar Falls are located on the river Mahadayi, or also called as Mandovi River? This river with Zuari River are ecologically and economically crucial to the state of Goa. This river? It originates from a friend's house, a friend of mine. He's a barking deer. Okay, and where does he live? Bhimgarh, Western Ghats of Belagavi district in Karnataka. Do you want the exact street, house, and number? No, thank you. This much is enough. Bhimgarh in Karnataka. Got it. When my friend once trekked following the course of the river, he had walked about 35 kilometers in Karnataka, 82 in Goa, and then 1 kilometer in Maharashtra before watching the river fade into the Arabian Sea at Panaji. So much fun he had. And what about you? Did you not join him on the trek? Well, I hate trekking. Walking? Hiss. What a tiring act. Did you know that the river has 11 arms? You mean tributaries? Yes, that. An island called Chorao in the river boasts the Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary. A delight for a feline like me. Come to think of it, I guess I know why my friend did not take me for the trekking. Fair enough. Save the lives of countless birds. I wish you humans had the same patience of not killing other humans. Well, I will give you points for being patient. Thank you. I might have patience in not killing birds, but let me warn you. I don't have patience when it comes to humans. Oh boy. What in the war propaganda was that? Since so many countries have been engaged in conflict these days, I thought might as well join an army and create a promo for myself in case anyone wanted to hire me for their military. I guess you are right about conflict. So many countries these days have been involved in conflict. Iran, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, and now in Thailand and Cambodia. Sign me up for all of these. Listen, you cannot enter a conflict without understanding what it is about. Okay. I know Russia, Ukraine, I know Iran, Israel. What is the whole Thailand-Cambodia thing about? perhaps I can find my purpose there. Well, this conflict is like almost every other conflict in this world, which finds its traces back in colonialism. Colonialism! Did you know? Cats are the first colonizers. We colonized the whole world, and now we are found everywhere. So I colonize, and that's good thing. But when you guys do it, I don't like you guys are copying me. You guys are copying cats when it comes to colonialism, and you don't even do it right. You aren't even cute. Tch. Well, no, colonization is not a very good thing, especially if humans do it. You humans hate everything. Now get to the point. Thailand-Cambodia. Yes, you see, Cambodia used to be a French colony till 1953 when it became independent. So, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 6 years after India. Exactly. And the tensions that currently have come about between Cambodia and Thailand root back to the Franco-Siamese treaties of the early 1900s that laid out the border between Thailand and Cambodia. Oh, like the British deciding the border between India and China while they were ruling India. Yeah, something like that. The Franco-Siamese treaties were between French Third Republic and Thailand's kingdom. Essentially, this treaty decided the boundary between two countries to be based on the line of the watershed between two. Watershed as in drainage basin. Right on cue. However, over the years, one point, that is the 11th century temple of Bihar, has remained a point of argument. Cambodia says that due to the 1907 map, the temple is on their side. But Thailand, they says that the temple lies on their side of the watershed. Just like my old cousin Nelly. That fish in the pond was mine, but he said it was his. He never listens. While you might have lost your fish without anyone's help, Cambodia did try to raise the issue of the temple in the International Court of Justice, which did rule in its favor in 1962. But the temple still continued to cause fighting since 2008 after UNESCO gave it a World Heritage status. In 2013, the International Court of Justice yet again asserted that Cambodia had the right to the temple. So it's over. Dude, what's the whole thing about that? Well, Hazel, conflicts just don't end like that. Cut to present. After a skirmish in May this year, Cambodia sought ICJ's help in settling some other 4 disputed land areas. But that did not really help because Thailand hadn't even recognized the court's jurisdiction from way back in 1960s, and it insisted for a bilateral resolution mechanism like the Joint Border Commission the two countries had set up in 2000. I tell you, Nelly and I resolved our conflict only after my great aunt intervened. Bilateralism doesn't always help. Well, Hazel, country conflicts are a different thing than your fish conflict, Hazel. While in simple, very menial conflicts, bilateralism might not work and you might want a third party. Sometimes bilateralism in countries does work because many countries have their own agendas and you would really didn't want a third party agenda entering your conflict with someone else. Oh, you've got no idea how bloody fish conflicts can get. My great uncle Esmond III lost his eye. I tell you, I. Now, not to dwindle the hopes of people, countries don't always fight. They do trade and sign agreements. You mean the FTA that was signed under my watch? And where I raised an issue of international importance. You mean Israel's genocide in Gaza? That reminds me, I have a scheduled protest regarding that this evening. But another issue of international importance is the FTO. Well, now that you were there, what was the deal all about? Did you get to see the details? Of course. I told you I'm friends with our PM. I'm also friends with many rulers around the world. Okay, influence that you got there. During the deal, they announced it in the India UK Vision 2035 to work together in trade, defense, technology, education, and climate change. You know, all those things you humans like to interact on. Do you ever guys do a trade on food? I guess trade does. No. Well, in the near time, I tell you, many good things will happen in 2035. Like, I will become a world leader. You and your ambitions. Okay. Alright, this deal seems to have a lot of benefits, Hazel. So I have heard. Right? Yes, definitely. 99% of Indian exports will now be duty free. Catnip will smell like cash for me now, baby. Of course, you're always up to no good. UK will cut tariffs on 90% of goods. 85% will become zero duty in 10 years. Key sectors like textiles, chemicals, and seafood, tasty fish, and processed food and so on will be counted under this. Even 95% products like fruits, millet, and spices will get zero duty access. Zero tariffs on fish, shrimp, and tuna. Tuna! Lovely, tasty tuna! I'm the one who suggested this move. Really? I doubt. You don't believe me? I guess you don't know the influence I have on world politics yet. Come on, you're stuck fighting for chicken. World politics? When everything is revealed one day, you will see me as the one pulling the strings from behind. You will see. Okay, what else is duty free in the trade? Generic medicines, surgical devices. Also, around 75,000 Indians are exempted from UK Social Security for 3 years. Indian professionals can work in 35 UK sectors for 2 years. With this, UK exports in India will grow by 60% by 2040. The overall point is my catnip business is going to boom. No need to become the vice president now. Okay, good luck on your catnip business, and your FTO dream. But since you like the fishes this much, you should also know that coral reefs are essential to the survival of many fishes. Of course I do. That's why I'm the full-time member of Cats for Coral Association. Cats protecting corals to save their primary diet source, the tuna. Okay, tuna aren't quite considered reef fish, but still. Well, you should know that coral reefs in Lakshadweep have halved in last 24 years. No, my tuna. Oh, my tuna. Curse you humans. Okay, well, the coral in Lakshadweep, India's smallest union territory, is slowly bleaching away. Let me guess, climate change is the cause behind it. Yes. You see, corals aren't just beautiful sights when you see them on video on the internet. They are living organisms that make up reefs, and they provide a sort of ecosystem, a house for marine life to thrive, majorly fishes, which is why Hazel is reacting like this. Now, coral reefs are a natural barrier that also protects islands against swelling seas, that seas rising. For Lakshadweep, coral reefs keep the salt water away from the limited fresh water sources. And Hazel isn't wrong to think that the source of tuna will get impacted. In fact, fishes that are used to bait tuna, small bait fishes, are housed in these reefs. And according to a UNDP Lakshadweep Action Plan on Climate Change 2012 report, rich waters and reefs provide up to 25% of total fish catch in India, and bait fish communities are quite central for fishing, Hazel's favorite food. You humans will pay for the loss of tuna I may face in the future. I'm sorry, Hazel. Well, our Cats for Coral Association has noted that climate events like El Nino heat up oceans and cause coral bleaching, which damage corals and turns them white. Ugh, Ugh. Well, Lakshadweep has faced three such coral damage events in 1998, in 2020, and in 2016. A 2018 study by the Nature Conservation Foundation showed that coral cover in this island had dropped drastically from 51.6 in 1998 to only 11% in 2017. Coral reefs are dying and making it hard for the reefs to protect islands, so the impact is going to be big, and not just on Hazel, but also on those who live on this island. R.I.P. my tuna! I guess that's it for today's saga. Change of plans. I've changed my plans. Oh, what plans have you changed? I am going to stand up for Bihar elections. Okay. While Hazel chooses his path to power, you can choose your path to knowledge by clicking on the subscribe and like button and stay tuned for future fun episodes. Vote for Hazel! Vote for Hazel! Hazel, let's go.